Alright, I need to do a fun video because my brain hurts and I need to talk about something fun. So, a couple weeks ago, I saw the movie Labyrinth for the first time. I think it was like 1987 or 1989 or something. But the one with David Bowie, basically. And I've heard of this movie. I've heard it was kind of like a cult classic type of movie, and the special effects are really good. And I will attest, like, yes, all of that stuff is true. The special effects are really good. It does give off that like cult like following type of movie. But like really quick, going back to the special effects, like they were good. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, but I mean I recommend. But this was pretty much right before computer special effects, computer animation was really like easily accessible and attainable for most studios. So this time period, they're using like a lot of puppetry and like shadows, light effects, what most people would call practical effects. But they were they were done in a very good way. Like the puppetry was good, the prosthetics were really good. I mean, obviously you could tell that that they're using puppets and prosthetics. There was one scene in the movie where it's like this is a terrible, terrible green screen that they're using, but it's like it didn't really matter. I think I've seen better green screen uses on YouTube, and obviously technology has progressed exponentially since 1980 whatever. But it gives it like a kind of soul to it, a little bit of heart to it. I'm gonna do a quick plot recap, so spoiler warning if you haven't seen this movie. So it starts off with Sarah, the main character. She's like having issues at home with her family, with her new step brother, and she's like, "I wish that you could go away," or something. I don't know exactly what she says, but I wish that you weren't in this house and I could have my life back. Very like classic. I feel older sibling stuff. I'm saying that as an older sibling, where it always feels like the younger kid gets more attention and all that. It's like that's what it's getting on, I think. But she says like, I wish you weren't in this house right now. And because it's a magical movie, if you use the words I wish, the goblins will come and actually grant your wish. So they do exactly that. The goblins come take the baby, and she's confronted by the Goblin King, which is David Bowie. I forget the actual character's name, but it is David Bowie playing the character, which I think is awesome. And then David Bowie's like, "Be careful what you wish for, and if you want your baby brother back, you're gonna have to come to my castle in 12 hours." And she's like, "All right, bring it on." So then she enters the labyrinth, and then that's how she gets to the castle, and hijinks ensue, and she meets people, but or not people. She meets like other goblins and other creatures, but the Goblin King is a conniving, evil man. So he always like tries to screw her up, unfairly. But ultimately, she does get through to the castle and rescues her little brother, and faces the Goblin King and defeats him. That is an extremely abridged version of this movie. It's a good movie. Go watch it. And it's kind of like, I guess themes are like power of self belief and self confidence or something. Also, like having faith in your friends and caring about people and that kind of like wholesome messaging. There are also musical numbers in this one, and I thought that was they're fun. It was kind of an odd choice I felt, but it was fun. I think it added to the movie, and I like those. I like that, and I can't really put my finger on it, but I felt like there was a very feminine vibe to the entire movie. And again, I can't put my finger on it, but because I'm a man, but just something about it. Maybe the labyrinth as a maze, or like I don't even know. I mean, it was just the vibe, and not only because the main character is a girl. In fact, I actually think there's more male characters in that movie. Interestingly enough, but I'm saying like this felt like a very feminine movie as a good thing. I'm saying that as a very good thing because again, like as a man, I have literally no perspective into that world of life, I guess. So even if I can't like actually discuss it or even point my finger at like what it is that makes this feminine, I still really appreciate that kind of media because like even if I can't put it into words, I can still get the vibe. I can still feel the emotions because I mean we're all human. I think good media regardless of whatever, if it's more masculine or feminine or whatever label you want to put on it. I think good media has the ability to appeal to pretty much anyone of any demographic. It might not appeal to everyone of every demographic, but it has the potential to. I think good male role models can appeal to women, and good female role models can also appeal to men. I feel like talking about gender and stuff and all that on the internet is like crazy because, I don't know, gender wars are stupid. I hate them, but they're a thing, and that's not even like talking about gender as like a non-binary thing. But you know what? I'm here for it because the amazing thing about art, the amazing thing about movies, music, whatever art form you want to call it, is that it allows us to kind of experience, in a way, other backgrounds, other people's lives almost, that we would never experience firsthand. I really like 90s rap because a lot of those artists, a lot of those rappers, they were talking about their real experiences living in like inner city projects. I'm very grateful that I have a nice house and I'm currently living in a nice house, but a lot of people don't have that privilege. And I obviously can't relate to them directly, but I can at least hear their voices and listen to what they're saying, and I think that's so amazing. I'm getting like goosebumps just thinking about it. I think like identity and representation in media is good. We need to do that, but at the same time, how do I want to say this? I want to say it like, well, I'll say it bluntly. We should be open and receptive to other people's experiences, even if we can't directly relate to them. Maybe it's the fact that, no, we can't relate to this, that's what makes it kind of special. I mean, what is art other than sharing people's life experience, lived experience? If you clicked on this video, I don't know if you thought or knew that I would go down this route for as long as I have, I guess. I've been rambling for a minute here. But you know what? This is what I took away from the movie. It's a good movie. Go watch the movie. It has David Bowie. And you know what? I'm going to say go explore some art, some music, some movies that you would not directly relate to. And get that out of your head. Like, get that out of your head that you don't relate to this. Just hear what the people have to say. I mean, an easy one for me at least is like Kendrick Lamar. I cannot relate directly to pretty much anything he says, but the stuff he is saying is directly related to him and the people in his like physical direct circle or whatever. And like I've said before, that's just awesome in its own way. A lot of people, as in like the audience members, if you want to call it that, they're always looking for music, art, media that is for them. And that's not a bad thing, enjoy the things you want to enjoy, but I just ask maybe try to enjoy or at least appreciate something that's not made for you. Just give it a chance. You might be surprised. Alright, that's all I got. Peace.